just gotten my mail, and I know what it is. First of all, there's a beautiful breeze coming in the window, and also I've been seeing some early autumn leaves already falling. So these books are from Bellwoods Books in Toronto, and it's a curated used bookstore. They have some like pricier early editions or first editions, but they also have more affordable ones. And they tend to specialize in like feminist literature, like weird, look at that, that's so cute. They tend to specialize in feminist literature, like kind of weird, quirky household books. What did I get? I've already forgotten what I got, but I know I was excited. Ooh, yes. Okay, I went very modernist with this. They do have a lot of, like, I see a lot of stuff from like the 40s through the 70s on their website. But yeah, I got Virginia Woolf's The Death of the Moth and Other Essays. It is as if she had the power to invite us for the weekend into the homes of writers long dead. So we've got Madame de Sévigné, Horace Walpole, Gibbon, who might seem to have no Christian name, Coleridge, Samuel Taylor, also his daughter Sarah, and Shelley. I assume they mean Percy Shelley. As well as Henry James, George Moore, Ian Forster, and even Virginia Woolf herself, vehemently protesting that she is a highbrow. I love that. Also, yeah, the title Death of the Moth, you got me. Another Virginia Woolf, The Years. I just thought this cover was very seasonal and very cute. It's a big one for Woolf. I feel like her books are usually shorter. Let's see. The Years is one of Virginia Woolf's most ambitious and most beautifully written books. Its principal theme is time with a capital T, threading together 3 generations of an upper-class English family. Cool. I've never read this one. I've never been told to read it, but I like Virginia Woolf, so great. And then I also got Edna St. Vincent Millay's collected poems. It's a thickie. I love Millay's poems. They're really cool. Very they're not super modernist. I'm not a big modernist person. And I hear from the modernists that these don't feel very modernist. They are a little bit more 19th century feeling, which is for me. And I love A Few Figs from Thistles is one of her collections, and it starts with First Fig and Second Fig, which are 2 very short bits that I know. Yeah, here they are, the 2 poems. First Fig, my candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night. But ah, my foes, and oh, my friends, it gives a lovely light. And Second Fig, safe upon the solid rock, the ugly houses stand. Come and see my shining palace built upon the sand. Yeah, I mean, it's a collected edition of her poems, so it's a little bit all over the place, but we've got the things that concern us today, relationships between men and women, compassion for one's fellows, commitment to one's country, the tender stewardship of our natural resources. These things from the beginning were the material of her writing. Her poetry won her recognition as America's finest lyric poet, and her classical scholarship and knowledge of languages adds to the interest of... Can I read? Her poetry, which won her recognition as America's finest lyric poet, comes to us in all poetic forms. Her classical scholarship and knowledge of languages add to the interest of her work for scholarly study. I won't be doing any scholarly study on this anytime soon, but I will gladly pick it up and read a little bit here and there. These are the books that I got from Bellwoods Books. So thanks, Bellwoods. This was going to be the fit until I noticed this. I think this is a cucumber, but this like mark on my shirt, I don't know what that is. It's either ash from the candle I just put out, but I put it out with a candle snuffer so that it does not do this. I don't know what this is. Or maybe like something on my hair curler, but ugh, there's nothing on my fingers, just cucumber. So, okay, I guess I'm gonna change out of this. But this was the vibe. I was thinking like sexy art teacher. But now I guess I'm just gonna pick a different top. I don't know which one. I have to think about this. Okay, hold on. I'm so sweaty. That was so much effort. Have I told you yet? I've grown out the bangs, but it's in order to cut them again. I have an appointment next week to get a full cut and dye, and I'll have my bangs done by a professional. So I figured I will grow them out so that they have the most to work with. But it is at that really annoying stage where it just doesn't sit properly. Like, I can curl it with an iron, I can dry it with a roller brush. It just ends up like this. On this side. This side tends to behave a little bit better. It's still a little funky, especially now that I've kind of sweat a little bit. I don't love it, but it's only for another week. So I'm bringing a book that I need to read and review. Theophylline. It's like a play on text. So, like, a version of the title is Theophylline, A Poetic Migration, or An Aphoretic Migration. It's like both. Although on my press release I have A Poetic Migration, so we'll stick with that. And it also has a subtitle that I can try to pronounce. Okay, so the full title is Theophylline, A Poetic Migration via the Modernisms of Rukeyser, Bishop, Grimke, and then in parentheses, De Castro Vallejo. Oh, cool. The author's note has the pronunciation of the title, so it's Theophylline. Cool. This looks like a very cool book. So much play with form and the visual elements of poetry. Don't know what that's about yet. And I'm a sucker for stuff like this. I don't get it a lot of the time. A lot of times there isn't anything to get. I'm excited. Okay. I love this kind of thing where it's like using the whole page and like commas are in the wrong spots. So it's published by House of Anansi. It's a Canadian independent press. On the back we've got, what is breath for? What is archive? Why write a poem instead of something else? Theophylline is a work of poetry motivated by asthma, seeking poetry's futurity in a queer and female heritage. Poetry motivated by asthma. I'll find out. In it, Moore crosses a border to receive the poetry of 3 American modernists. It's very modernist today. Muriel Rukeyser, Elizabeth Bishop, and Angelina Weld Grimke. As translator might enter work to translate it. But what if the work is already in English? I don't know. I don't know, Erin.
Stuff as well, and there's like a big herb garden in there.
Yeah.
And like flower beds in there.
Hi, good morning. Happy Friday. This is a big event. This is my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. They started yesterday, which I didn't realize until I saw someone's Instagram story, and then I went. But I have rectified the situation. I have my PSL today. I already took the first sip. I thought it would be cute to take the first sip on camera, but I didn't. It's very tasty. I am an autumn pumpkin spice girly, unfortunately. And I'm sorry. It's Friday. I have next week off of work, and so today will just be wrapping a bunch of stuff up, setting my out of office email, and making sure that nobody needs to bother me next week. They probably don't. It'll be fine. And then, yeah, I think tonight I will spend here, maybe getting a little bit of work done, maybe finishing Biography of X. We'll see what I feel like. I suspect it'll be a candle, blanket, and Biography of X type of evening rather than a productive evening. And I'm okay with that. I had a lovely dinner with friends yesterday. We went to Le Méac. It's a French restaurant in town, and it was awesome. And I had, I had a mushroom ravioli for my starter.
One mushroom ravioli. Thanks.
I had the duck confit and the coffee creme caramel. It was an amazing meal. And yeah, I think I'll spend this weekend at home. I haven't seen my family for a bit. I'm missing the dog. Reading Biography of X. It was a really cool, unique read overall. I'll have more succinct thoughts about it in my wrap-up later, but for now, I recommend it if you haven't picked it up yet and you really like that experimental literary fiction. Talked to you. This is the hair. Doing a little road trip, a little bit of road trip content. It'll be a lovely getaway. The weather's supposed to be fantastic. And yeah, hopefully it's a good time of relaxing. I've brought a book. I've brought Fane by Anne-Marie MacDonald, that really chunky hardcover, but really gonna prioritize just spending time with friends, and yeah, that's the plan.